Hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome on in. Welcome. I am here and live. I don't know what I'm doing tonight. I don't know the plan, and I don't know what we're doing other than playing some Pokemon TCG. Sam, how are you doing? Welcome on in. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. I was supposed to have decided what deck I wanted to play tonight, and I didn't. That's why I went with the expertly chosen title of Let's Play Fun Decks. I don't know what I want to play. I don't know. I don't want to just keep playing stuff that I've been playing, because I like mixing it up. I like playing other stuff, seeing how other decks operate, which also helps you like know how to bet or counter them when you're playing against them. Because you know what they're doing, you know? Doing pretty good. How are you? I'm doing well. I had work today. There was a work event I could have gone to tonight that I decided to not go to because, honestly, had I gone to said work event, I would probably just now be heading home. But the positive was, since everyone else was going to said work event, they all left the office to get to said work event around about 3:15. So then I left the office at 3:30 and came home, which was great. Play something new. I think that's the plan. Hey, what are you doing? I expect some Bunny Bomb. Oh, man, Bunny Bomb is so fun. And I feel like I'm always so bad at decks with Dusk Noir. I say that even though I really like these art deck right now. I don't know. I feel like I'm just constantly like, I just gave them, I'm messing up my prize trade with them. I don't know what I want to do. I really enjoyed playing Grimmsnarl the other day. I will tell you that. Maybe we try out the version of Grim without the Frostlass. That could be something. I just don't want to play something like Crustle. I'll be real with you. I don't want to play Crustle, because that sounds like a horrific time. I was thinking about Zoroark, but I just don't know Zoroark well enough. So maybe might play around with that a little bit. Is there anything with a Pokemon you haven't used before? That's a great question. Probably, but then is it also going to be a deck that plays well? That will see stuff. I am very interested. We do have the Toronto Regional this upcoming weekend. So I'm really interested to see how that is going to go. And hopefully get some new stuff. I'm just so ready for a new format. I'm so ready for it. I tried Bidoof last monkey or last story with the I have seen that. I haven't tried it. I have seen it though. I think I was talking about this in stream the other day. Like on one hand, I'm excited that the Orlando Regional is before rotation, so that way I can play decks that I know really well, and hopefully get my first day too. But on the other hand, I'm like, I'm ready for rotation. I'm ready for it to shake things up. I'm not like completely bored of the format, if that makes any sense. I'm more so just like, I hate that like everything has to be built to in some way, and less so when you're playing online because who cares, but like dealing with like Guardy and Goldango, and now with stupid Charizard and like working on Watchtowers, all that. I don't know. There's a Lucario deck. I got second place at Dojo the other day. What does it play? It plays the Maximum Belt. It plays the Blood Moon, Ursa Luna as well. Honestly, it seems pretty straightforward. Maybe we'll try this for a couple games and see how that goes. I'm so ready for Goldango. And the thing is, I love Goldango, but I am just so, like, I'm bored of it, you know? I'm bored of it. I'm ready for something new. This plays like the baby Lucario as well, which I think is pretty fun. If one of your fighting Pokemon were knocked out by damage from an attack during your opponent's last turn, this attack does 120 more damage. So it hits for 150, and theoretically, you can try and match or pair this with like a Hariyama onto hopefully like a Fez on bench, take 2 prizes, and force them to gust around a single prizer, or hopefully at that point have no multi-prizers on board if they've taken out something like a Mega Lucario, or maybe do it early, or if they have another fighting weakness. But not sure how you feel about leaks and whatnot, but you've seen the I have seen the leaked Mega Greninja and the Mega Floette, and there was like an AZ something and another. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It seems so early for because that's going to be for the June set. I'm very concerned if those are actually real leaks. Not even for like the cards and the playability, but if those are already getting into the hands of people, is whatever that set is going to be in June going to be another Evolving Skies-esque fiasco where all of the hits were stolen before it even got like sent out, and so none of the packs have hits? Which again, I say this as someone who doesn't care about hits. I do love hits, don't get me wrong. I love pulling a super cool SIR, but I collect Pokemon first and foremost because I like Pokemon. But if it's a set that has like no hits in it, then the packs are going to end up like Evolving Skies, where there's one super good card like Mega Greninja via the Moonbreon, and the packs are going to be stupid expensive again. And I don't want that to be the case. Yeah, if it's real. It could be AI. AI has gotten scarily good. So I don't know. Welsh, how you doing? Welcome on in, buddy. Doing tired, but okay, I feel that. Because also, like, I did see someone point out that it's, for the Greninja card, it's using similar language of, like, an older Greninja card, and it's, set, like, right here, where this is, like, SVI for, like, Scarlet and Violet, or this is, MEG for Mega Evolution, that it's set is CRI, which was, like, Crimson Invasion's set, which Crimson Invasion is a old set. What was Crimson Invasion? Crimson Invasion wasn't Sword and Shield, was it? I think it was before. I think that was like not Sword and Shield. That was like the Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon. My brain was saying XY, but I was like, no, not XY. It was Sun and Moon. The set came out in 2017, and I feel like they wouldn't reuse a set number like that quickly. But I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I did see them, and I think it is interesting. But yeah, I don't know. All right, let's play a couple games with this, see how this goes, and then maybe we'll pivot over to something else. I said before, I wish this game would allow you to like select like favorite arts, and anytime you imported a deck, it automatically picked your favorite arts. I tend to always use whatever. If I was to play this deck in real life, those are the cards I want to use when I'm testing online, because that's what I'm looking for in the deck. I know that this boss and this boss are the exact same thing, but I never play Gyarados. I always play Giovanni, and when I'm doing just a quick scan through the deck, if I'm always using the card I use in real life, it's just faster for me to find the card. Now, the difference is being like, sometimes like, this doesn't have all the arts of like Ultra Balls, but I also don't use super old Ultra Ball arts. I think more often than not, this is the Ultra Ball art I use. But those are a little bit different because those, I know what I'm looking for, if that makes any sense. I've seen too many times during like, and this is also a big reason I don't love to use like SIRs, or like full arts and stuff, because I've seen too many times in like stream games and regionals and like worlds and all that stuff where like the person like grabs a card out of their deck, plays down Professor's Turo's Scenario instead of Boss's Order, and it's like, yeah, because all of your art looks too similar. Like, at least with this, I'm never going to confuse these two cards in my hand. This one's bright, this one's dark. So that's just a me thing. That might be severely overthinking things, but that is what I do. Although I overthink things a lot less now than I used to, now that I am properly medicated. So, you know, that's a positive. That's a positive. Emerson! Expecto subscribo! Expecto subscribo!
79 months of skipping over words in Pokemon games to not sound dumb.
Do you know? I do it so often. If any of you are around and you like don't watch my my Let's Plays on the channel, like I will constantly be reading like the dialogue back and forth, and I'll normally try and pronounce a word like the first time it pops up, or like a name or something. Oh, it happens a lot, Pokemon Lazarus, because so many of those Greek names, I'm like, I'm just gonna butcher these pronunciations. And I will just skip over it, or I'll just insert a different word. I do it so much because, and it's not even necessarily I don't want to sound dumb. I already sound dumb. I'm sitting in here talking to a camera about Pokemon. I already sound dumb. But it's more so because I'm like, I can't pronounce it. Pokemon Lazarus, actually, Pokemon Lazarus, new episode came out on Monday. And the finale comes out on Thursday. It's a very short game. Honestly, kind of want a button to make the decks max rated. I would also be okay with that too. I just think they should have more buttons in here to like upgrade your stuff. Which, I mean, max rarity could be different because like boss orders, there are multiple SIRs. I just wish you could like save your preferred art. And I feel like that isn't. I'm not a coder. I work with a lot of developers. I do not do coding and development myself, but from what I understand, I feel like that'd be pretty simple to input. I don't know. Yeah, Lazarus was super short. I'm glad that you've been watching Lazarus though. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you've been enjoying it. Okay, max rarity IRL, so I max rarity in game. I can't max rarity either, because sometimes I'll see a card and I'm like, I really want to play this card because it's so pretty and I really love this art, or I love this specific Pokemon. But I'm like, this card is like a $50 card. And I am not someone who tends to buy cards and like sell them. Like I don't try and flip cards. If I pull a card that I don't care to keep because I don't care about the Pokemon or I don't love the art, but I know it's like a $30 card, yeah, I'm going to try and sell it. But I don't like go and buy a card with the plan to like sell it down the line. When I buy stuff, it's because I want it for my collection or something. So like I do play like Ethan's Typhlosion. I play the SIR Ethan's Adventure and the IR Ethan's Typhlosion because I pulled them and I like the card and I know I'm not going to get rid of them. But sometimes when I'm like, I look at some of these like gold energies or like all the really pretty energy that I want to buy and use, I'm like, I just can't do it. I just can't. It's so expensive. And but I would love to get like the Heart Gold Soul Silver era energy at some point just for like my collection. Greninja GX, for example, I afford 2 or 3 copies of $400. Exactly. Yeah, and especially for when it's the Pokemon, and I'm like, I want matching art of the Pokemon, and I'm like, I'm not gonna buy. That's so much. And then you buy it and you play the deck, and you're like, I don't even like this deck anymore. What am I doing? But yeah, I still don't know. Back to Lazarus. Lazarus was very short. I wasn't expecting it to finish after 18 episodes, but it was a short one. I need to figure out what we're doing next. I don't yet know what we're planning to do. All right, this is pretty rough. They are going to Badoo me, so we're for sure going to play the Fighting Gong. Although we could just Accelerating Stab and just take out Badoo, which is fun. We're for sure going to play this. I guess we'll just grab a Soul Rock. Because they're both, if there are 2 Soul Rock and 2 Lunatones in deck, if there was like 1 Lunatone and 2 Soul Rock, I would just grab the 1 Lunatone. But since there's 1 of each, I'll just grab them both and put them down. And I would rather grab the Soul Rock because if I grab the Lunatone and then they boss the Lunatone, it's stuck in active. If they boss the Soul Rock, I'm attacking that. It's always insane to me how much singular cards can be, particular singular cards. Yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon cards that are just so much, and then a lot of them will be expensive at the start, and then they like fall off real fast. Another reason I like Gym Leader Challenge, if you want to buy the pretty cards, you only need 1 of them unless you want to put them in multiple decks. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's also why I like this Brock Scouting. If Brock Scouting ever becomes like a mainstay card, I'm just going to buy 4 of these because I already own 2 of them. Because I pulled 1 and I bought another because it was someone had it for a really, or I traded for 1. Just because I also like the art, but like that Judge, I would buy up just like a cheap version of him. I don't know. Emerald Kaizo Run and Bun. I don't know. Town Store. Is there anything? What is even in this deck list? Vitality Band, Air Balloon. Yeah, we'll throw the Town Store out there. We'll grab the Air Balloon. Maybe attach it to our active Riolu. But I feel like just punching with accelerating stab isn't a bad idea. Maybe we go ahead and attach an energy to this Riolu as well. Because I'm not able to boss here, so we're just dealing 30 damage, so we might as well just deal 30 damage and take this thing out. So we'll attach to this Riolu, and then we will Lily, hopefully get a Lunatone. Okay, we do get a Lucario, potential use for next turn. I don't hate that. They have nothing really set up here, so I think we're okay just to take this out here. Definitely not do an Evo here. Man, I wish I shouldn't have grabbed a Solrock, actually. And I was thinking about it at the time. I didn't verbalize it. Probably would have been better. I mean, it doesn't help me right now because I didn't get anything for it anyways. Probably would have been better to get out a Makahita and get that down as well, since that needs to Evo. The Emerald Kaizo run and button, like, I feel like stuff like that, like, that's not really episodic. That's something more so that I feel like you'd stream, and I just don't know that I care for streaming stuff like that as much anymore. As long as I'm not item locked here, I can Nest Ball for Lunatone. That's what I'm hoping for. They have no tool cards? I guess Treepy does, or Dragapult doesn't really play any tool cards. Maybe like a balloon, but still. Alright, so we can Nest Ball for Lunatone. I think let's Lunar Cycle, because I want to try and find... Yeah, that's what I want. I want to try and find Makahita. I don't think I need to Lily right now, because I do like having a Lucario in hand. Because we can Night Stretch your Lucario. Yeah, I like this hand for if we end up having to fight Dreepy. What does base Lucario do? I'll show you in just a second. I'll grab the other Air Balloon. We could get... I mean, they might at some point Jamming Tower us, but then we have Gravity Mountain. I think we'll just go ahead and pop this on Makahita in case they Iono us. And keep that there. This Lucario is just here for its Avenging Knuckle. If any of your fighting Pokemon are knocked out last turn by damage, this does an extra 120 damage, so it does a total of 150. And then Accelerating Stab, 120 during your next turn's Pokemon can't use it. We're not really ever going to be putting 3 energy on it, because if we're accelerating 3 energy, we're just going to put it on Makahita for Jamming Tower with the Gravity Mountain. But I don't know that I want to play the Gravity Mountain, because I don't want it to get bumped before. Which, actually with the Maximum Belt, we knock out Dragapult without Gravity Mountain. Never mind. I have a funny story. There's the Roserade from Dragons Exalted from Black and White Era that's at least 15 plus, even in Japanese. I left out and found a Japanese one for $3 last week on eBay. Oh, I love that. I love when you find stuff that people don't know the worth of it, and they just want to get rid of it, so they don't care. And on one hand, like, it could be like, oh, you know, I feel bad that, like, I'm screwing someone out of making more money. But my way that I justify it is, I'm buying this because I want it, not because I'm planning. I want to find it at a low price so I can sell it for what it's actually worth. Like, I do that with a lot of, like, old comics, like, through the Ultimate Universe. Like, when I would find, like, Ultimate Spider-Man. I also, when I say old comics, I'm talking about the trade paperbacks. I don't collect single-issue comics. I don't have enough room for that. I do buy single-issue comics, but I don't like to, like, keep those. Or I don't go out of my way to find older versions of single-issue comics. Anyways, all that to say, I'll find someone selling it, I'm like, yes, I love this comic. I'm so happy to get it. Because I actually care about it. You do resist fighting, so he could hit Lucario. I don't think that's worth it. Or we Lily and try and get Maku or Hariyama. I think we need to go for Hariyama and chase the Duskull. I think that's what we need to do. I think that is best case scenario. I think we Ultra Ball away the 2 of these. We can always recover them later if we need to. We play 3 Night Stretchers. Grab Hariyama. And then I want to chase the Duskull. The Duskull is what I'm afraid of. Evo! That allows them to fix a lot of their math. I'm also not going to play out the Artisan right now, because I don't want to give them the Artisan, and no one's trapped right now. I don't need any of my tools. It's a pretty good hand right now. As soon as it came in the mail, it went right to my grass deck. Nice. That's what I love. I love when you can find a good deal on something that you actually care about. So they need Neo Upper Energy here, because they attach to this Dreepy. And I don't think this build of... They do have Neo Upper. I was like, I don't think this build of Dragapult tends to play Rare Candy, so I was like, I don't know why they attached here and not here. Maybe they were afraid I was going to chase this one, but that's fine. They did grab an Evo, and they grabbed Dragapult. I'm surprised they didn't try and chase down another Loke, but I mean... They're pretty behind on prizes right now. So they are going to just take out this Riolu here. Probably 10-10 on both of these. No, on this one? Okay. Counter Catcher, the Hariyama. Oh, they're going to knock out both my Riolus. That's fine. That's fine. We'll just hit the Soul Rock up. Hopefully we can... If we can find our singular boss... and boss something to fix our math, because I don't want to research away the maximum belt. Grab this. Play out Artisan. To grab Riolu. Go hit Lunar Cycle. No boss, but we do get a Makihita. Not great, but this isn't terrible. Like, it's fine. We're still fine for what next turn brings. I'm going to attach to Riolu, just hope that they don't have another, like... They've used both their counter catchers, so they would have to use boss. And I don't want a Lily right now, because I need this maximum belt attached to Riolu. Let me just pause it here. What is this song? What is this song from? Is this from Fire Emblem? I think this is from Fire Emblem. Ah, they do have the... They play 3 counter catchers? What a loser! What a loser! I'm just kidding. Good for them. I just remember the shiny Heart Gold Soul Silver run you were going to do. Hey, see, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with that playthrough. So here's where I'm at with it. On one hand, we just target like a handful of specific shiny hunts that we want to do through. Oh, they're going to push it. They're going to kill that. They might win this actually. I should have evolved that Riolu when I had the chance. They're going to take 2 prizes here. They might just have this. We do at least have an energy to Lunatone with here. But, like, I don't have another Riolu in deck right now, so I would need to hit double Night Stretcher to actually do something here. So that kind of sucks. And they can Monkey Dory 30 damage to fix some math for them if I put down another Hariyama. Cool. Cool. We could Premium Power Pro, do 130 just for fun. I don't think we can ever do enough damage, though. 100, 130, 140, 170 if we throw Gravity Mountain out. Sure. Let's do it. Why not? I think I'm screwed here anyways. We might as well. Because, I mean, even if I put down a Riolu, again, we're pretty screwed here. But maybe if we only give them a single prize here, maybe we can try and work in an attack with Ursaluna. Because what if I stretch her Ursaluna? They can push 30 damage to Ursaluna. That's all they can do. Although I guess they could boss Ursaluna. But if I just put it in my hand right now, if I don't top deck a way to get one of these out of the way... I don't know, let's go crazy and silly here. Why not? Why not? So for the Heart Gold Soul Silver, So there are certain shiny hunts we could do throughout it, like targeting, like Electrode, Voltorb, Eevee, stuff like that. Or there is a cute charm glitch in Generation 4 in Heart Gold Soul Silver that I could try and push to make work, where I could try and shiny hunt everything. Because the glitch basically pushes up your odds to be like 1 in, I think, like 30 or 40. And then we do like a shiny, do a full like shiny living dex type go through. I don't know what we want to do. They might also just skip here, I guess. Or not skip, pass. But again, even if I knock this out, what are we doing then? We're still only at 1 prize card, and then they just knock out Blood Moon. Not just retreat here as well. I think we definitely screwed up. I should have, in this matchup, I shouldn't have been as afraid to Evo a Lucario to keep it out of range. I wasn't considering keeping it out of range, and I definitely should have done that. Yeah, because this is now just a 200 punch. So yeah, we just fully lose. Because this deck doesn't have any healing of any kind, right? I'm just checking. I don't think we have any healing, right? No. Maybe just for fun though. I want to see if I can make anything happen. Just for fun, you know. You never know. You never know. We're just having fun here. We're just having fun here. 50 more damage? Oh, that'd be fun. Just a quick 50 more damage. Yeah, it's crazy low odds. So I'm like, if we could make that happen, it'd be pretty cool, but secret third option, make it with just 4 shinies. Good. Oh, we do get the knockout. Oh, wait a second. We get the knockout. Oh, wait a second. I didn't think that math was going to work. I didn't think that math was going to work. I didn't do the math in my head. I didn't do the math in my head. And now they have no energy. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. It screwed up. I didn't do the math. That's funny. I mean, I have no option for next turn other than Turoing. Actually, the Turo does get me there. Wait a second, we might have just accidentally won. I wasn't doing the math. I was like, oh, 240 plus maximum belt, 290. Oh, crap, now. I was literally going to attack and then immediately concede. So funny. Probably be cooler if you get other shinies along the way. That's what I'm thinking, because otherwise it's just kind of like a regular playthrough. I don't know. I need to sit down and see if I can even make that happen, though. Mathing it out, but I don't know that I can. Oh, are they just going to go for a... That's pretty good. Make me flip a coin. But it's 2 turns for me to flip a coin. The Iono's pretty good, because I had it with Turo. Can I get Turo back? We can get Turo back! But I mean, then I need energy. I need Turo energy. Or can I have Night Stretcher? Lunatone? Lunatone is not what we need. Lunatone is not what we need. Do they even push 30 damage? I mean, next turn we just get to attack. But I guess they're hoping we'll flip the coin. They don't have energy here. Because they could push 30. I go up to 150, they punch 6. No matter what, we Turo next turn. I have 8 energy and discard. I still have 2 more energy. Can I use the Night Stretchers? Man, that Iono... I got 1 more Stretcher or a Balloon. Oh, we already played the other bloom. I don't know how we get out of this. How do we get out of this? I think it's just energy. Maybe we should have turret this previous turn. We should have turret and left Soul Rock up. Announce your attack. Because they're going to Stretcher. If they get an energy back on Pult, I might just have to go for the coin flip. Because then next turn it doesn't matter who's up there. Because Fez, they can Adrenaline Brain damage. It doesn't matter who's up there, they just kill it. We might just go for the coin flip. Let's see what the top deck is. Ultra Ball does not get us anywhere. They only play Luminous Energies. I mean, they retreat this and have another Stretcher. They played 2 Stretchers. Or, again, we could just go for the coin flip, which would be kind of fun. Kind of fun to go for the coin flip. I do love a good coin flip. I do love a good coin flip. Gamba? Alright, let's Gamba. No! GG. So be a challenge if you only use the 4 Pokemon. We could go for that. Because if I Turrowed, if they probably had the energy anyways. Yeah, we hit ourselves in confusion. They had it anyways. I do think the gamble was the play though, because if we Turrowed, I think they had higher chances. It was a 50-50, we win or we lose. They had a higher chance. They still had so much of their deck left. They had a higher chance of recovering exactly what they needed. They had a higher chance of recovering exactly what they needed. Yeah, our misplay there was not evolving earlier. We should have evolved earlier than we did. And we would have been fine. I was too afraid about letting damage build up on Lucario. But once we were able to target down their Duskull, I also have to remember that we need to get Makahitas in play because we only play 1 boss. We need Makahitas, like, raring and ready to go. That was a close match. Closer than it should have been for our misplay and how much they almost had us. I want to go first. No, thank you. Dude, what is this? Open! What is this? Open! What is this hand? What is this hand? Watch, we're gonna top deck Professor's Research. What is this hand? Which, I mean, we might just... If we top deck Research, we might just play it. We'll play the 2 Premium Power Pros and then just... I mean, 4 energy in the discard isn't terrible. We could bring it back. It's so annoying. I want to top deck Lily. Lily would be the best top deck. Top deck Turo. If we top deck Turo, we play it. If I ever top deck Turo, I'm always gonna play it. Artisan, more like Batazon. It's fine. Now hold up a second. We could Corkscrew Punch for 70. We could Corkscrew Punch for knockout. Because each of these does 30 damage. We could Corkscrew Punch for knockout. Hold up a second. Hold up a second. Hold up a second. Now we're thinking. So dumb. One less Dreamy for them. We gave him Artisan, but we need the Artisan ourselves for to hopefully get a Lunatone in play. Hopefully they don't bump it. Still would love a Lily top deck. If I could Lily top deck, that'd be so nice. You get... I don't want a Lily. Why do you get to play one? Alright. I mean, if I can also attach energy and confront and knock out Badoo, so that's something. You know, it's something. That's not nothing. That's not nothing. That's not. Or I guess top deck doesn't really matter because we do get Lunatone out. We do get to cycle some energy. We do potentially get to draw into what we want to get. Fighting Dong would love to play Fighting Dong. We can't play any items. But we could potentially, if we're able to like pivot around, try and boss and chase the Duskull. If like we top deck, like if we get Balloon. We do get Research. Could be worth playing the Research. Because right now this is a pretty dead hand. We have nothing set up. I think we attach here. Knock this out. Researching this hand is awful to lose the boss and the Lucario, but that's fine. Okay, at least get a Riolu in play. At least get a Riolu in play. We're going to have so much energy in the discard, though. Not great. If this guy can just survive, but the fact that they pushed the Loke, we got 9 cards, they get C2. Oh, man, they definitely get an attack off this turn. I expect at least, there's no at least, there's no positive here. There's no positive here, gang. Counter catcher by Riolu. Bye, bud. Bye, bud. It was nice seeing you. It was really nice having you on the bench. Welcome back, Riolu. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. We push Makihita. We Night Stretcher for energy. We Ultra Ball for Hariyama. We bring up this guy and we punch for 210. Or maybe we bring up this guy. Maybe we're more afraid of that. No, they're going to pop that, take out our stupid Makihita. I hate Dragapult so much. I hate Dragapult. Okay, no, they did. They didn't do that. They didn't do what I thought they were going to do. They didn't do what I thought they were going to do, which would have been a better play. I'm kind of surprised they didn't do that. It would have been a better play. Fighting Dong. Do I really want to waste it on another energy? We have 3 energy in the discard, and it's going to put a 4th one in the discard. We definitely play you down. If we grab another energy to Lunar Cycle, I think we have to Lunar Cycle because I just don't have enough cards to Ultra Ball. I don't want to throw away either of these. I think we do have to grab this. We get Town Store for a balloon, but I don't know that we care about that. We can just pop the balloon. Or throw away the Town Store and the Ultra Ball, rather. Oh wait, I needed an energy for this plan to work. Oh no, I just realized I need an energy for this plan to work. I just realized my grand mistake. And that I needed an energy to make this plan work. Well, no energy for us, gang. No energy for us. Just make him waste an attachment on the Dreepy here. Because if we pull this up, they just pop it. Just make them waste an attachment, I guess. I don't love it. This was a terrible play. Our boss is gone. This is falling apart so quickly. It's falling apart. And they have the counter catcher. How do they always have the counter catcher? Someone tell me. How do they always have the counter catcher? They always have it. They've always got it. I wish I would have just top deck Turo on my first turn and could just Turo it out of it. This is such a terrible hand. They don't run 10, they run 20. They run 30. It's their entire deck. I mean, it's got to be Curse Blast. They're just going to take out both Ryolus. This just sucks. Just sucks. We had such a terrible opening hand. Such a terrible opening hand. I wanted a Turo so bad. Okay, we could send up Hariyama. Attach for turn, do 210. I mean, there's a world where we could knock him out, you know? Oh, but they're forcing me where if I do that, I will just knock myself out and give them another prize card. Sure, we'll give them another prize card. What do I care? What do I care? We'll give them another prize card. What do I care? What do I care? Okay, I can Turo up Fez, which is nice. 50 more damage. 210. Is it worth playing this? We would need to hit another energy. But if we can hit... Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so 210 plus 50. I think we still whip it by 10 points. I think we still whip it by 10 points. Yeah, because we'll do 250, 280. And they're at 290. That sucks. Could have been really funny, though, had that worked. Had that worked out for us, though, that would have been really cool. Grab back a Riolu. Let's get rid of Vitality Band Lunazone. To get another Riolu down. Let's waste the maximum belts. Gravity Mountain. Wish we did 10 more damage. Is it even worth doing that then? I don't think it's worth doing that then. I think it's better to let a Riolu take it out so that way we can move the damage. Yeah, I think it's better just to let a Riolu take it out. Or not a Riolu, but a Lucario. They threw away Monkey earlier, so I'm hoping they can't recover Monkey to be able to push the 30 damage to do a 2-price turn here. Is what I'm hoping for. But I mean, who knows? But if they don't, we should potentially have a play. Potentially. Okay, they attach Neo Upper. They're just going to retreat and attack. That's fine. Retreat attack is fine. It's fine. It's fine. We can work with this. We can work with this. He's paired with an Iono. Always paired with an Iono when I have a nice hand. Okay. Research Gong, that's okay. I'm okay with this. We pushed whatever... Okay, they just do 2-2, that makes sense. We need to evolve both Ryolus. We need to evolve both Ryolus here. Alright, we grab energy. We attach. We could Iono them to 1, but I mean, they will get like some big stuff here. 130 is already enough, but if we research it, we might as well just play it. I don't think it ever matters anymore, so we'll just play it to get rid of it. We'll play on the Makihita. Man, I need to get both of them, because it doesn't... If I don't get both of them, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we don't get both of them. They still win. Because they just punch. They only need 6 damage. That sucks that we couldn't get both of them. That makes me so sad that we were not able to get both of them. I don't even think it's worth continuing to play this. I mean, maybe they'll miss the damage for some reason. Maybe they'll misunderstand the damage somehow. They won't, but maybe they will. I'm pretending like I don't see that they have it. I'm pretending like I don't see that they have it, so that way maybe they overthink and they go, well, if they don't think I have it, maybe I don't have it. I mean, they definitely have it. They definitely have it. What are you doing? You have game. Well, there's no reason to play the jamming tower. Zero reason to play the jamming tower. Man, that was close. If we had a better opening hand, we honestly did pretty well for a very bad opening hand. I'm not gonna lie, that was better than it should have been with that opening hand, because that opening hand was not it. 4 energy and 2 items we didn't want to use. Don't get me wrong, it was pretty silly that we took out a Dreepy the way we did. But that was good at all. Not good at all. And I pretty please had a playable hand. I mean, at least we have a Lily. I hate opening Machinita though, because I need Balloon to get them out of active. So I don't really want to attach to them. We'll hit the Lily, we'll save the attachment. We could hit Town Store. A couple things we could hit. Welsh, how is the Scarlet and Violet stuff going? Are we just going to keep matching into Polt Noir? That's crazy. How do we keep This isn't even the most popular deck right now. Why do we keep matching into this? Also, theoretically, Dragapult shouldn't be that bad of a matchup for us, because they're a little bit slower to set up, especially when they're not playing Rare Candy. So theoretically, this should not be as bad as a matchup as it has been. We're definitely not researching. Wow, such an awful open. Or such an awful Lily. It gets to a point where you can no longer blame it on the hand, right? Like, it gets to a point where we can't blame it on the hand any longer. Maybe it's just us. Maybe we're the problem. Let's say no Badoo. Say no Badoo. Looking for a certain problematic mon. Fracture. Where's Fracture at? And oh wait, they're in Blueberry. Yeah. Did you already finish your Sword and Shield deck? I thought you were working on Sword and Shield for some reason. Are they gonna pop this and give me a prize card to get their Badoo into active? Yeah, I remember, because I think I did Shiny Hunt it at some point. I don't remember why I Shiny Hunted it specifically, but I did. They might actually pop this to get their Badoo into active. I don't know why they pushed this instead of a Dreepy that already had energy on it that they could have retreated. They're going to put it here because they never want me to have nice things like Riolu. Oh no, they're going to put it there. Okay. Let's chill. Let's chill with me. I mean, I don't love that I'm going to be item locked. But we do get energy. So I could Lunar Cycle at least. We get another Riolu down. Okay, we don't lunar cycle then. I think balloon's just better here. I think balloon, attach energy, boss the dust skull could be better. I mean, otherwise it's a dead hand, but especially if they have us under item block again, but then we can just take the kill. I think getting rid of the dust skull is better, because that keeps me with both Ryolus alive. Oh, you're right. There was a mass outbreak. You're correct. You are correct. Okay, we do get energy. 3-card hand with an Iono to 3. I can't imagine they'd Iono us unless they need it on their side. So we could get Iono. I'd prefer not to. Just because I right now have confirmed energy that I can lunar cycle with or attach to a Ryolu to get stuff. It might be better, honestly, just to attach it to a Ryolu. If we can, actually, if I can get a Lucario, I wouldn't mind punching with Lucario here and getting set up. Ooh, especially if I could get Makuhita, Lucario, Energy, take out their Fez, that would be really good. That would be really nice. And none of that requires me to use items. If a lot of lines done, just needed order. That's fair. I still haven't even finished the living decks in Legends ZA. Of course. I have another count. Like, I swear. I always have a counter catcher. Always got it. I always got a counter catcher. Let's lunar cycle. Sucks. I mean, we could just punch with confront and not waste a retreat. Not get to like counter catchers back up again. They could punch it and kill us. Maybe we want to play down the other Makuhita. Then it gets stuck in it gets potentially stuck in active. See the Pokemon Lego sets? They are very expensive, yeah. The one with like Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur is what, like $649? It's insane. And I know Legos are expensive, but I'm like, give me like an actual set. That's just like building a statue. None of these are like actual Lego sets. They always have it. They always have it, I swear. I just want to use a Riolu. I just want to use Lucario. We have yet to get to use Lucario. We've yet to get to use Lucario. We're just under item lock or we can't find him. If I could have found one here, I absolutely would have evolved one just to keep it out of range, but we just could not find one. Hopefully they just don't have another counter catcher. Okay. This was a good hand, so I'm sad to lose it. This is an okay hand. No boss. Please tell me you don't have another counter catcher. That's cool. It's crazy expensive. Yeah, it's just no good. No good for that price. And someone's pointing out that, like, it's that price. It's like a relatively, like, decent price point for Legos. Because it's, like, X amount of pennies per piece. And this is, in fact, one of the largest Lego sets that they've put out. But, like, when you actually look at the photo, it looks like a lot of those pieces are just, like, 1x1 tiles. Okay, so we're gonna attach. We're gonna Lily. We're gonna hope. We're gonna cry. Avenging Knuckle does 150. I still have 3 premium power pros. Play the stupid Ursula down. That way another Lucario could come up and punch it for 130 and have it. We just need 1 premium power probe. But we lose all of our Riolu, so who cares? Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They can't take a 4. They cannot take a 4-price turn at least here. So maybe there's a world where we can use Blood Moon and try and do something, but I don't know. This is not great. Not great. I'm so tired of getting Iono'd. I'm so tired of getting Itchy Pollen counter-catchered Iono'd. It's gotten real old. It's gotten real old. Real old. Because we're just playing against the same deck. And this hasn't... We haven't even played against the same person twice. That is, in fact, the best part. We have not played against the same person. I mean, we just got to push a Riolu and hope like we get a decent top deck. I think that's what it comes down to. Because if we push you, you're stuck because of the jamming tower. I don't know. This just sucks. They have game next turn. This just sucks. They have game because they punch. Hey, they push 130. They punch. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what we do. And like I said, the fact that it hasn't been the same person, it's just the same deck, which we theoretically should not have as bad of a matchup as this has been. It's just the item lock, constant item lock counter catcher Iono, and then we just can't find the cards we need. Has just not been fun. This will be my last game with this deck, and if we're still just doing the same stuff, we'll pivot to another deck. Because it's just not fun to constantly... And I do feel like it's a little bit of the deck. Like, we aren't finding the cards we need when we need them. So there might be... I just don't think anyone has cracked the code. And, because even right now, like, Lucario's not great in the meta right now because it just cannot beat Gardevoir. It suffers against Goldango. But it should still be doing decent against other decks. But I just don't think anyone's cracked the code for this deck yet. Because, like, I mean, obviously Dragapult is favored in the matchup, but it shouldn't have been as bad as it has been for us. Which, I mean, to be fair, those 2 games were very close. I just don't think anyone has found the best build of this deck yet. And maybe it's because we just don't have the cards that make this deck incredible yet. But this deck will be around for the next, like, 2 years. Stupid Festival lead. Festival lead. Love Festival lead. Love playing against this deck. What a fun deck. Okay. We do get an S-Ball for... Oh, we shouldn't have... It's fine. I was like, we should have Fighting Gong for it. But we can use Fighting Gong for energy if we need it, so maybe this is better. Okay, Artisan. I don't love giving them Artisan, but they're going to bump it anyways. We can at least attach and kill this, which is nice. I think we will give them Artisan. But also target down the Goldeen. I do have Fighting Gong. I want to get a Makihito out for sure. Maybe we don't care about the getting a Riolu out as much. Maybe care more about getting double Makihita. We already have one Riolu. We Maybe I care about getting multiple Makihitas out. Now Grookey, they get to evolve and just search out cards. Goldeen gets to attack. If we kill the Goldeen, they can't attack next turn without Forced Vitality. But then they couldn't play Festival Eden, so I don't think they play that. So I think maybe killing the Goldeen is better here. Also, Maximum Belt is worthless in this matchup for us, so we can Ultra Ball it away. If we need something to Ultra Ball away, they don't play any EXs. Or we can Professor's Research it. Like, we aren't too concerned with keeping the Maximum Belt. Look at the Evo. 100 HP. It's pretty easy to reach. Now, is it the Seeking that attack, or the Goldeen that attacks, or the Seeking? But he pop in for some Applins, I imagine. During your turn, if your active Pokemon has the Festival Elite ability, you can search your deck for a card. So they can't currently do that. They need to get one of these into active, so they will need to... Okay, so this isn't the one that plays Applin. It's the one that just plays Goldeen. Oh yeah, it's not that, because it's obviously just 10 damage, so it's obviously the Seeking that attacks. Okay, the Applin. I'll play the Town Store to bump their Festival Grounds. We'll also grab out an Air Balloon just to attach to a Makihita. We do get a Hariyama. That's pretty good. Maybe we don't research here. Maybe we don't research yet. So we can Hariyama up. What I want to hurry... I mean, I guess killing a Goldeen or killing the Applin, I think, could be better. Music energy. We're also just getting you into attack could be good. But if I play this and I whiff it off the research and I can't kill the Thwacky, I'd feel pretty bad. But I feel like we got to get rid of their Thwackies. I feel like we're at a point where too many Thwackies is just bad for us. Oh, I didn't think this through though. Now we lose Gravity Mountain. That feels not good. Oh well. Oh well. Alright, we do at least reach that with Premium Power Pro. Kind of a bit silly. Maybe should have been a little smarter with it. A little bit smarter with it. But you know, that's fine. We do kill the Thwacky though, which is nice. We do kill the Thwacky. Right, because I think keeping the Gravity Mountain was better, because we have no more stadium bumps. 60 damage. That's how much they do. Maybe we don't want to go Lucario then. My bag of Lucario. Maybe we just go single Lucario. If they get a knockout, we go single Lucario and we take a knockout back. And we just keep the single prize game going. I think that's better. Because we don't want to get into a point where they can grab game. Killing a Mega. Because they'll take a knockout here on the Soul Rock and we just push Riolu, evolve it to Baby Lucario. Take the knockout. Because I don't think they'll ever try and trap anything in the active. I think they'll always just go for knockouts. Especially at this point when they're behind. We have Night Stretcher in hand, so we can just do it twice with Riolu's. Attach for turn. Hit the Riolu. I think that's okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. I even play the Lily. just to like get a fresh hand going. Because this hand I don't super love, and I don't think we will energy like Lunar Cycle. Well, I mean, if we wanted to attack something different, would we want to take out another Thwackey? Like that could, I feel like trying to take out another Thwackey is big, because it just allows them to just search their deck for any card they want, and I feel like we don't want that. We don't want them to be able to just grab whatever they want out of their deck. It sounds like not a good time. Sounds like not a good time. Okay. Yeah, their turns take so long because they just have so many things to do. So many things they can do. And yeah, the fact that we have no stadium bump is pretty bad, because now they just always get to attack twice. We got nothing we can do about it. Nothing we can do about it. Although, actually, Lucario does survive the Punch unless they play Vitality Band. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Oh, that's pretty nice. Fighting on a Soul Rock. I think we'll actually stay this hand, actually. We'll attach for turn, we'll keep this hand, like a Night Stretcher next turn. Yeah. In case they do get a knockout here. Oh, we should have maybe attacked... We actually probably should have attacked the Soul Rock. No, it's fine. I think we're fine. Because they do have two searches, so they probably play a Vitality Band of some kind, or a boss of some kind. Or a Gust, I should say, rather. Not a boss of some kind, a Gust of some kind. Because the double 60 obviously doesn't get them the knockout here. And we aren't weak to it, of course. Because I don't think the Applin Evo, Diplin or whatever, I think it also just does 60. I don't think it does any more. I could be wrong. It could do more. Look at the Diplin. The Diplin does 20 for each benched Pokemon because it's due the wave. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh no, Diplin actually does 100 damage. So yeah, they could pivot to Diplin. Surprised they haven't yet. It only has 80 HP, so it's an easy knockout for us. I mean, I guess the rapid draw to being able to draw cards is a bit nicer. They do have the Vitality Band. I was assuming they would. I did assume they did, which is okay, because we're just going to push Riolu. Night Stretcher for Lucario. Evolve to Lucario. Night Stretcher. We've already used the other third Night Stretcher, so these are our last two Night Stretchers. These are our last two Night Stretchers, so we can't, like, Night Stretcher Riolu into that. Because do we already have? No, so we Night Stretcher Lucario. I think we save this Night Stretcher. Let me actually see what we get off the Lunar Cycle first, because if we get, that might change our plan. Yeah, that'll change our plan. That'll change our plan. And I don't think we want a Lily. I think we want to keep the Sand. I want to keep the Night Stretcher. Potentially recover energy for Lucario. Oh, I guess we wouldn't want to cover energy for Lucario. Let's put this down to 2, because we're always staying 2 prizes ahead. And we might want to recover energy in like Premium Power Pro. So I think we're okay to keep the Sand. Like I gotta get rid of the Vitality Band. Which means it's also, it doesn't really matter if they aren't able to kill this. Like, if this survives, for instance, it doesn't benefit us, this surviving. Because we can't attack with it again and do big damage. So it's staying in the... is actually not great. But if they go for this attack here, do the wave... we could just do the exact same play. But I think we go Soul Rock. Grab Energy, Premium Power Pro, and just kill it with Soul Rock. Go down to 1 prize card remaining. Oh, they got Baneri on the bench, so they do play an EX. They play Mega Baneri. They play Mega Lopunny. I mean, we're not going to put a multi-prizer in play, though, until it wins me the game. So that's why I think push Soul Rock. Keep Riolu with energy on the bench to turn into Mega Lucario. Because I haven't used any premiums yet. Yeah, I've used one. Never mind, I used one. Now. Boss? What are you going to kill? My Makihita or one of my draw supports? Makihita, that's pretty good. Although then I just push Lucario and kill. Maybe I don't. Maybe I still go the Soul Rock play. I think I might still go the Soul Rock play. And keep Lucario just to come in and as a... yeah, I think that's better, actually. And instead of keeping Lucario stuck. Because if Lucario gets trapped out there and we don't have any energy to get them out the following turn, I think we still go Soul Rock. Oh, they chose not to attack. Interesting. Interesting. They chose not to attack. So that way they can do a multi-turn attack. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, well now I guess we do Lily. I mean, we could play Lucario, but if we're unable to pivot it out, 4, 5, 6, 7. Need more energy. What's Lunar Cycle? Cool. We didn't get a knockout, so maybe we push Riolu here, Mega Lucario, we just punch. You don't resist. I don't care about 3 prizes because that doesn't win you the game, and then I have game next turn. I have energy here that we're going to push. 1 energy here, 2 energy here. Place an energy here so you're not trapped. I'm just trying to make sure they can't trap anything inactive. Yeah. I think we're okay here. Because Diplin here, they only punch twice. It does 200, it doesn't even kill, so then we just Aura Jab for game. I don't think they have a way to kill Mega Lucario. Or like one-shot Mega Lucario. So they're making more progress. How many more you got? Yeah, I don't think they have a way to do 340. Even with like Black Belt Trainer. Actually, okay, I was gonna say, and with Maximum Belt, I was like, maybe. Because that's 60 plus 170. That's 230. Plus the belt. Okay, well, they Iono'd into Maximum. Or did Black Belt Trainer. So they're only doing 280 right now. And you also are weak to fighting, aren't you? I just need energy, right? I do 260, so I just need energy. Or a Hariyama! Or a Hariyama! Evo! Actually pretty good, because next turn they could do the wave and knock out. And then if I didn't push the right person, I would have had to push Hariyama to make sure they could just take game. I still think we were fine there, but we're fine the other way. Hey, Deck, thank you so much. Keep grinding. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a great day. All right, I still think I am good with Lucario right now. I know this deck at some point will be. I just don't think this is it. That game, things worked out for us, but we also just kept a single prize board state because of what we were playing up against. In the two Dragapult games, which again, Dragapult is favored, but it's like a 40 or 45, 50, something like that. It's not like super favored. It's not like auto loss. But I don't know. I feel like there's still some better builds that could come up, and maybe in future sets that make this better. We don't even have the full list of what we're actually getting in Ascended Heroes yet, because we don't know like what stuff is getting that, like the Pokepad. But the stuff, either way, what we do know that Japan got, I don't think any of it benefits Lucario, so there might be something hopefully in perfect order that can make Lucario a little bit better. I don't know what it even needs. And it could also just be it feels a lot better once we get into a different format. And it also could just be my luck. It could just be we just weren't hitting the things we need to allow us to get places. Very much easily could be the case. It could just truly be me. Could truly just be me. Alright, I want to play something different. What is that we're going to play? I don't know. Something. Could play Surledge. That'd be a terrible time. I just don't like Surledge. I just don't love throwing away half the deck and then still not being able to reach damage. Let's play a Zard game. Maybe just play a couple of Zard games. Or Poltzard actually could also be fun to play. I do like Poltzard. I don't know. Like I said, I am just really excited for us to get to a new format. And hopefully some things just change. But even then, I don't think we're going to see even big changes in anything until April, until rotation. Because I think really the only big changes that even happen in Ascended Heroes is just Zorak gets a little stronger. Am I going first or second? Going first. I don't know what we're playing against. If they want to go second, let's open 50 HP Pidgey. Sure. Sure. I have Poth and Nestball in hand. This isn't terrible. This isn't a terrible opening hand. Would have loved to have a Dawn in hand instead of Briar for the next turn, but... Okay. Mega Kanga. Grabs the fan. Rotom. We already have Pidgey, so I don't have to grab Pidgey, so we can just grab Double Hoot Owl. Also, do a quick check. Both Charizards are there. Pidgeots are there. 3 rare candies. All energies there. Those are the big things we need to... Prime Catcher? Prime Catcher's prized. Oh, they just conceded. Okay. I was literally about to click done. I promise I wasn't going to take a long time. I was literally moving my mouse to click done. Maybe they just really didn't like their hand. Maybe they just really didn't like their hand. You know what? I've been there too. I've been like, I think I'm good to concede. I think I'm good. Yeah, I do like this deck a lot. This one's it's fun. I just enjoy all the different lines it could potentially give you. It's a good time. It's a good time. I would like to go first. I would like to go first. You know what? Now that I think about it. Alright. Nest Ball for Fan. We won't open a... Oh, is this mirror? Could be mirror. I don't know the mirror. I don't know the mirror at all, so I'm happy to see it. We got a Hoot prized. A Hoot prized, a Charmander prized, a Duskull prized, a Owl prized. We got a lot of Pokemon prized. Dawn in hand, Dawn in hand. Rare Candy prized. Prime Catcher prized. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. At least we have Tropicos already, right? Right, gang? At least we have Tropicos. Those three. We already have Rare Candy in hand, which is also really cool. Immediately Rare Candy, Pidgeot. Burm, 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 burm. If they just pass here, we win. Okay, no, they have Ino. I was like, we Rare Candy Pidgeot for Jet Energy, Area 0, Jet Energy, and Punch. We do get a Noctowl back. We do lose the Rare Candy and the Pidgeot, so we'll have to Dawn for the Pidgeot. They do get their board set up. Triple Stab. Oh, and they got the Triple Stab! Let's go! They hit the 3 heads. Incredible. Incredible. Alright, they got Terapagos there. Let's hit the Dawn for Mander, Pidgeot. We want to hit the Rare Candy. I guess another Owl in hand, because we'll do that, because they aren't going to bump the stadium, because we're going to be playing the same stadiums. Have Terapagos out. Grab Rare Candy, Area 0. Rare Candy. Pop the Area 0. Pop out the Mander. Duskull Charmander. I just put Charizard in the hand. Or you can grab another Buddy Poffin. We could grab Jet Energy and kill the Hoot Hoot. Actually, Jet Energy to kill the Hoot Hoot, I think it's so much better. Kill their Hoot Hoot so they can't get their Rare Candy set up. I think that's so much better. And then we'll grab Hoot Hoot with an S-Ball. I think keeping them from being able to get Rare Candy is best case. 3-card deck or 3-card hand. They don't have another Hoot Hoot down. Dawn doesn't even help them. Yeah. Yeah. They have Noctowl. We can Noctowl for Rare Candy Dawn. Get another Charizard. Potentially Prime Catcher if they only leave one Charmander inactive. Or, again, target down. Or just Pidgeot for boss and target down whatever they get. I don't know. We'll see where they land. Right now, we are in a very strong position. Comparatively to where they are. Which they also, we saw, they had to Iono. They had such a bad opening hand. They got Fez. They're just gonna hit the Charizard. That's actually pretty solid, at least. They're doing 210. So I guess if they get Counter Catcher, they could actually kill Terapagos. Oh no, they just power up Terapagos. How much does Terapagos? 30, 60, 90? They could kill my Fan Rotom, I guess. I don't know that it buys them anything. Other than letting me do 210 to kill Fez. I don't know that this is their best play here. Is there a world where I could kill their Charizard with a Rare Candy Dusknoir? if we hit, because right now we're doing 210. If we pop, we're doing 240. And if I put 130 onto them with that pop, we absolutely kill. How do we get the pieces for that? Do I have 2 rare candies? I do have 2 rare candies, so we knocked out for rare candy, Ultra Ball for 1. We also have Fez in hands. We play Fez, draw some cards. Then we get rid of their Charizard. We go down to 3 prizes left. They still have 5. They could boss. And I think that is the best play here. I think that is a very strong play. Burn. You for sure. You for sure. You. Boom, boom. Soul Seeker. Candy, candy. Klefki Nest Ball. Charizard. I think I want to put energy onto a fresh Terapagos, not one that they can kill with their Terapagos. Which, I mean, they can kill either with... They can kill either, actually, so it doesn't matter. Because they can always do 240 if they get their whole bench set up. I thought it was about to deny me grabbing Charizard. I really thought it was about to deny me grabbing Charizard, and I was going to lose my mind. I was like, no way you're going to deny me grabbing Charizard. And I'm also on uneven, so they can't briar any. They can't do any fun briaring on that. There's no way for them to reach Charizard. And if they are able to boss something and take 2 prizes, we can just briar for game. Depending on what they kill with an active, I guess. They have no way to power up Chi-Yu here. They have no way to power up Charizard because there's not a Charmander down. I think we're in just a strong position right now. We'll see, obviously, but I just feel like we're in a good position right here. We'll see what they grab off the knockdown. I feel like it's got to be, in some form or another, getting a Charmander down, like a Poffin or a Night Stretcher. Over halfway done. Nice. Well, you were slowly getting there. But honestly, once you... I feel like it's going to really pick up steam near the end. Because it's going to be just, like, evolving a lot of stuff there at the tail end. Stuff you already got. Although, like you said, breeding starters does just take forever. Anytime you have to breed anything takes forever. Ultra Ball Prime Catcher. Interesting. 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 Yeah, they're trying to fill up the bench so that way Terapagos is doing big hits. I assume. Oh, they're gonna rare candy. They're gonna rare candy to give themselves Briar. Oh, they can actually win. Actually, they can win. Oh, shoot. If they have Briar, they have game. Because they pop it and kill any single... Okay, they don't have Briar. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're good. We're good. Because they could have popped Dust Noir, killed, knocked out. They go down to 3 prizes. I go down to 2 prizes. They play Briar. they kill this with Tropicos and they take 3 prizes. I didn't even see that line. I did not even see that line. That's such a clean line, but they thankfully were not able to do it. So we're okay. They are right now doing 210, so they do kill Fez. So again, Briar is still game for us. And they already prime catchered, so I don't know what else they could pivot to here. I feel like this was a misplay. They should have popped their Dust Noir and killed something to take an additional prize to go down to 1 prize left, because right now they just give me Briar as my win con. They did just Iono it to the bottom of my deck, but I have Pidgeot, which allows me to search my deck for any card. Any card I want. And we're doing 300 damage, so we'll just Briar for game. And Briar, if you knock out your opponent's active Pokemon using a Terra Pokemon, you take an additional prize card. They're worth 2 prizes, but instead they're worth 3 prizes. Very interesting. Very interesting mirror. Which I feel like we didn't get a full feeling of the mirror because they just had such a bad start. But we were able to keep it in our better positioning by like taking out their early Hoot and targeting down their Charizard before they could really do anything too exciting with it. I feel like that's pretty nice. I do just like this deck. I don't know. I don't know if I want to. I feel like we've played so much of it recently, though. I'm in such a weird spot right now with the game where I'm like, I want to play TCG, and I have fun with decks, but I just, I don't know. I don't know. Just nothing is exciting to play right now. So we might just call it an early night, honestly. Bit of an early night. I really just want to work on finding a deck that I want to like play around with. That, not to say I'm not having, because I am enjoying it, but none of the decks are super exciting to me right now. Yeah, so we're just gonna call it an early night. Just one of those nights. Just not in the headspace, not in the mood for it. Our next stream though is gonna be Friday night. At 8 p.m. EST, so taking off the next 2 nights. But then we'll be live on Friday with some more TCG and also probably some Legends ZA. I might start the stream with ZA and then jump over to TCG. Because I do just want to... I'm at a point now in ZA where I think we can do some other stuff. Even if it's just doing side quests, because I'm still doing side quests. I think I just want to like focus, maybe spend like an hour doing some of the side quests for like the mythicals and stuff, and do some potential shiny hunting, and then we'll also do some TCG. So that is the plan for Friday night. And yeah, and then we'll also be live Saturday. Saturday is a 4 p.m. an early day stream. I don't know what we're going to be doing yet. Also, at some point, we got to go back to our Gen 5 hardcore. And then, like we were talking about earlier, I still need to figure out what we're doing with the Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Shiny Lock stuff. But yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. It's been an absolute blast. Thank you all so much. I'll see you later. Have a good night.